Hey folks, good afternoon. Doug Stein with PPE Advantage, and I'm here a little bit early because this one couldn't wait for my normal Freaky Friday fraudulent follies. So I thought I would pop this one out real quick. Someone came to me this morning, said there was 1 million boxes of KC500s on their way. There was a BOL to prove it, and they wanted me to verify the BOL. So I opened this BOL, and within a microsecond I realized it was fake. So I sent them back the warning, and of course they came back and said, you know, how can you prove it? That sent me down this rabbit hole where I had to explain it to them step by step. And so I figured I'd make some notes and I would come back and share this with you. So this bill of lading is actually generated from a template from a company called TT Club. And it's basically an online site where you can download templates of different things, different forms and trucking forms and bills of ladings and airway bills and things like that. And so this one was downloaded straight from them. And of course, as you can see up here, it says account name and logo here, include the phone, fax, and OTI license. So this is the spot where normally when you download a template, you would have put the account name and the logo of the shipping company here, but they didn't even bother with that. So that was the first thing. That's why I knew in like a second that it was just, they were just using a template, and the rest of it obviously is fake. So then I went to the bill of lading just for double proof, and I found an online site. Very easy to find a online site to track bills of lading of ocean shipping. Of course, I went to 3 or 4 of them. This bill of lading doesn't exist. Finally took a look here at the place of the initial receipt and the port of loading being Hong Kong in China. Kimberly-Clark is made in Malaysia, would never originate from Hong Kong. There'd be no reason for that to happen. And then took another look at the vessel name. The vessel is actually real, Daniel K. Inouye. I think that's how it's pronounced. But this ship is actually currently moving from Guam to Japan as its final destination. And how did I know that? Well, I went to this great site, which is Marine Traffic, and I typed in, you know, where the hell is Daniel? And it came up here that it left Guam on the 21st. It's going to arrive in Japan. If I want to take a look at its route and see what's up with it, there is Daniel moving from Guam down here and moving up. It's resting out here off the port of Japan. So we figured that out. So that's not real. Coming down a little bit further, you will see that this is listed as 23 40-foot HCs. Now, people that aren't in the business might think high cube, which is a big 40-foot container. It's the bigger one that you can get. It's called a 40-foot HQ, actually, but it's high cube. And so some people might think that abbreviation is HC, but it's not. It is HQ. So that gives me another indication. And then the final, let me move up here a little bit, is there are absolutely no container numbers or seal numbers listed on this bill of lading. And always the container number and the seal number need to be listed and verified on the bill of lading. Those numbers don't exist here. That immediately tells me that this is fake. Also, they would never list 23 containers on one bill of lading. 4, I think, is the most that I've ever seen, and I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. And then finally, just a little bit of added value down here is all these definitions and stuff that end up being a second page of a bill of lading. When you get all the way down to the bottom here, it says recommended wording from the TT Club, which is that template club that I told you about that I think is also from Hong Kong as well. But so this is all wording from a template, just kind of recommended wording that you would put in there. So if the consignee is actually Alexander von Bismarck, I hope he didn't pay for these 1 million boxes of Kimberly-Clark 500s because they don't exist. Have a great afternoon. See you on Friday.